And welcome back to Flexible Games, where we are playing Transport Fever. Alright, well, a few years have passed. We are starting to make some money. As you can see, I've paid down a little bit of that loan that I had built up. But instead of spending some more years paying that loan off, I've got a couple options available to me. And they are this east lane here. This depot is continually filled with more people than this train can hold. I couldn't build this train as big as this one, and as a result, look at that, 114 people are coming in the hub city. This will be a very, very good payday. You can see the finances of these trains have really picked up, and that is a very good sign. I'm liking that we're making money now. The hub city, oh, I just want to see what this gives us. Look at that, almost 2 million for that trip. The hub city, which once was like 98 people when we started this, is now up to 353 people. So that is very, very good. And as you can see, this here does not cover all of the residential. And the residential it does cover is, you can see how bright green it is. And that's what we want. We want to see those bright green colors, because those buildings will hold more people on average. So the other option I have is to extend either north or south. So what I actually want to do is extend north, because the north line has access to so much residential, so much growth potential, that I think going north will be what I want to do. So we're just going to encourage the city to not be so derpy with roads here. Whoop. And we're going to extend this one out, and extend this one out like this, connect that up. There, now it's a little bit, makes more sense, a little bit saner. So I think I'm going to go north with it, because we can connect up to this commercial and industrial area and connect those houses up. Now, doing so will probably lessen the load a little on these areas, but it's good in that these citizens that are over here won't need to travel to the commercial or industrial over here, so it'll leave more jobs available where we can pick up more people. So rather than double up my trains on these lines, which we will do eventually, I'll have a couple trains on each one of these, because again, this one is full and it left quite a few people over here. So we're gonna build north, and let's see, we're gonna do passenger station 240. We're gonna have, I think we're gonna do 6 high speed. Yes, no curvature on this one. And this one, I would love to put it like right in here, but I don't think I have the money really to do that quite yet. So we're just gonna make do. I'll eventually bulldoze and just drill right through the center of that town. But for now, I want to set this up where it makes sense, like right in here, a little bit further away. So like right there is a good spot. So we can extend this out a little, and well, yeah, I knew that was going to be a problem. So this one can connect up to there, and then it can connect probably up to this road up here on its own. But I needed to get some connection in there for it to cover industrial. I would love it if that actually covered a little commercial as well, but we're going to have to make do. So we're going to build some roads to, again, encourage development. what's a little further away? You know, we're getting stuff unlocked, and all of that is good for the future. I'm not too worried about it just yet. But with this in place, and maybe I can risk a little bit of money going that way, and that'll cover a little bit more of the city. We might want to do a bus route in this city just to be able to shuttle people around a little bit more. But again, we're going to cover, I'm going to go to this line here. And we're going to go kind of in the middle again. And eventually this line will go this direction. And the other line, this side here, will travel off in this direction. So we'll have those bases covered. There's only going to be one train on this line going either direction. Because eventually they're going to be the flirts, and the flirts can carry a ton of people. And so we don't want too many trains on that. So this line, we're going to set up from north to north. And let's see. I don't think I named these. Oh yeah, I did. North. This is going to go northwest commuter. We'll eventually edit it to actually go northwest, but we don't really have the funds to drill through this city quite yet. So here we're gonna put in a depot. Whoa, that's not a depot. Spin it around. There we go. Okay. So with this line, we're gonna be pulling from all of this in residential and pushing into this industrial and commercial area. I'm hoping that we get a lot of extra growth and development as a result of this, especially on this side of the tracks or station, because there's no road connection right now on these, unless it builds it itself. So let's get a train in the color of this cyan. Yes. Okay. So we're gonna stick with the Flying Scotsman and the same cars if they are still available. Yeah, these cars are pretty good. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think 6 to start out with is a good number. So we're going northwest commuter. And now all of this all of this residential in here will have a second way of getting around. And looks like we had a little bit of industrial just exit here. We had some go away, and that's, whoa. That's not cool at all. I want this to go straight in like that. There we go. A little bit more sane. And now we have a northern route, and we even have some money left over. So all of this residential should react. Now I'm kind of contemplating whether or not I want to really individualize our districts. So like this commercial that's over here, I'm contemplating whether or not to just bulldoze the commercial so it centers the commercial more around what I want, because I want to be able to deliver goods to a station that covers the majority of a certain type of industry, whether it be, fuel for industry or tools for commercial. I don't want to have to deliver to every single station. I will if I have to, but I don't really want to. How is this doing for capacity? I could add. I have the money. Ooh, yeah, look at that, 115. So I want to wait until this train is far enough along the track to kickstart or to start another train. And this is the red line. If I build it now, I'll be hit with running costs while it's sitting in depot. Something I'm rather not fond of. So I want to try to build this out and start it as soon as possible. But it should double up. So if we look at the line frequency on the east, it's 10 minutes. That is a brutal time for moving people. You can see it's making money. It's earning money, which is good. But we want to knock that 10 minutes down by adding another train. And we got to consider how slow this train is going to pull out. So I want this to at least like halfway, no, a little less than halfway. So we're probably good right now. So let's do a Flying Scotsman, and the carriages, there they are. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Not enough money. Yeah, well, that happens. So we're gonna just borrow some more. 5, 6, one more, 7. Take away that, and we're going to add this to east. So he is halfway to far east. This guy is pulling himself out of the station. By the time this guy gets close to far east, he should be almost there. So if we look at the timing on this, see how close I was. So he's pulling into the station, and this guy is just not going very fast, but he's now pulling into the station too. So we just double the trains on that line, and now we should have sped up that line frequency quite a bit. Yeah, we halved that line frequency, and now you can see this train's pulling out and this train's pulling out. So the timing on those was pretty close. Now the one that has more carriages is not going to be able to speed up as quickly. So we'll get a little bit of wiggle room there. But you can see this thing just left full, and it's got a whole nother train worth of passengers waiting. So, that's why I wanted to add one to this line first, because I kind of derped and didn't really want to fill that up. Now, this one here is also got a ton of people. So he's full on this run. He won't fill up here. This is a terminal, so he'll dump all of his passengers. And how about our north line? Are we carrying people yet? We've got 11 passengers now going north, which is good. Even though that train probably won't make itself money very, very quickly, it will go a long ways. So yeah, we've got this train coming out, and this train, yeah, it's pretty perfect. Picked up all of the passengers waiting here. You can see how bright these buildings are, which is where we're going for. I want there to be a lot of growth. Although we'll probably have to bulldoze a lot of these to get extra track in there. I'm not worried about that yet. How is the north? Yeah, we've got some progress going on the north side here. We've got some growth and development of industry, which is what I was going for, and hopefully maybe a little commercial even if we're lucky. Let's connect this road up, and we should be able to get a little bit of extra coverage. So we got another 6 passengers here. So yeah, it'll take a little while to build up itself. We got 110 people waiting right there. Where is the train? We might have to double up the train on this side too. Yeah, we got a 96 here. Oh yeah, I think I'm gonna have to double up this side as well. Oh yeah, probably, definitely, because this side is growing fast. 113, because this train can hold 120. So as soon as this hits 120, that means the train is full. Any more people will have to wait for the next run, which is quite a long time. I mean, it's in game time, it's several months for this train to make a full circuit. So, I mean, it's making us some good money. I mean, I could always add carriages to it, but that interrupts the line and interrupts the money. So let's repay as much as we can. Because we're now have got enough trains going to where we are earning some good money. So this guy just unloaded a ton of people, and he made quite a lot of money on that trip. I didn't catch it. I didn't see. So this westbound train coming back to Hub City is completely full coming back, and who knows how many people it left over. And we've got 127. So again, we have more people than we can put, or more people than can fit in our train, which is a good time to double up these trains. And look at that, we've got the northern route going strong. Granted, I mean, the north has got a little bit of growth to do. Look at that, it was actually shrinking. That's an interesting phenomenon. I didn't know a city could shrink like that. But we've bounced it back by connecting it. We're bouncing it back to more of a growth-centric system. So this one filled up yet again. That's amazing. Another 80 people coming in. Another 120. Look at the growth, the financial growth of this train. Absolutely phenomenal. Granted, we're probably going to bleed a little bit of potential passengers from this side up to north, because this covers a lot of the same residential as my northbound train. But the city should grow enough to mitigate a little bit of that. So we should get plenty of growth, plenty of space for people to find themselves a job and to a place to shop. So we got another 108 people here. How much is this going to give me? Look at that, another million from that. So we are on our way to making some pretty good money. I want to make sure I'm repaying and not borrowing. So yeah, our loan with this setup could be easily paid off in a matter of like 5 more years, I think, with this amount. Now, if I doubled up the train going west, that would delay that a bit. But once the loan is paid off, then I can do just about anything with the money and not be hurt by any interest payments at the end of the year. But paying off that loan, I mean, it might not seem important, but to me, any debt, any interest that you're paying is just money out the door. I mean, 300 grand that I was paying in interest every year. If you look at these payments, I mean, that can add up. That's every couple of years, that's another carriage for a train. So, you know, it can add up. It can hurt the wallet a little bit. But once it's paid off, you are good to go. Oh, beautiful. Just money coming in like crazy now. And we got another 120 on the far end over here. That's where this train is, way over here. So this city is actually growing like crazy. Look at that. 500 people in far west. I'm hoping Hub City Oh yeah, Hub City 528, and just a matter of this episode, we've gone up another 200 people in the hub. So that is awesome. Just making money like crazy now. Like I said, it won't take long to pay these loans off. Already down to 19 million in loans. So the next episode, we will really be able to tackle a little bit of the bigger picture with this series, and hopefully get a good start to developing these areas and getting a little bit more money, because we've got some really good growth going on here. I'm really happy to see that. All right, well, that'll do it for this episode, and I thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.